In this session of the chapter sets, we are going to discuss about the type of sets. We are going to discuss about null set, finite set, infinite set and equal sets. We are going to discuss about the types of sets. Now you can see the empty box. This box does not contain any element, does not contain any type of object. That's why the box is empty. In the similar way, if the any sets does not contain any type of element or any type of well defined collection of objects, then we can say that the set will be the empty set or null set or void set. Empty set will be denoted by phi or by this notation, right? Now we are going to take another type of sets. This box contains some elements that you can see. There are three elements. One is the integer 1, integer 2 and integer 3. That means the box contains three different elements. That's why the set will be called the finite set. Finite set means that if the number of elements in the set is definite, then we can say that the finite set. Now take another type of set. This box contains the natural numbers, and the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on, right? Hence this box contains infinite number of elements. That's why this type of set is called the infinite set. There are three types of sets. One is called the empty set. Empty set does not contain any element and denoted by phi or by this notation. Finite set will contain the elements and the number of elements will be definite. Infinite set will also contain element. Number of elements will be indefinite. That means you are not able to count the number of elements. Now take some examples. We have three different sets and we have to check that whether the set will be the null set or finite set or infinite set. This one is the first example. This set is represented in set builder form and the set is x such that x is an integer that will lie between -12 and 3. For this you can draw the number line system. On this number line system, the integer x will lie between -12 at this point and to the point 3. In between -12 and 3 there are three integers. One is 0, 1 and 2. Hence the set A will be represented by 0, 1 and 2. We can count the number of elements in this set and the number of elements in this set is 3. That's why this set is finite set. Now take another example. We are taking this set B and the set B consists of odd natural prime number. We have to concentrate that this set consists of odd number, that odd number which is natural number and that will be the prime number. Hence according to this odd natural prime number, you can take the elements 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and so on. That means this set will contain indefinite number of elements. That's why this set is called the infinite set. Now take another example. The set C equals to x such that x is an integer and x square will be less than equal to -10. You know that the square of any number cannot be negative. That means 2 square will give 4, -2 square will give 4. That means the square of any number or any integer cannot be negative. But according to this, x square will be less than equal to -10. Hence, there is no integer which will satisfy this inequality or will satisfy this condition. That means this set C does not contain any integer which will satisfy this condition. Hence, the set C does not have any element. That's why the set C will be the null set. Now we are going to discuss about equal sets and unequal sets. Now consider two sets P and Q. These two sets are equal if they have exactly the same elements. That means let's say set P equals to 1, 2, 3 and set Q also equals to 1, 2, 3. Then set P will be equal to set Q. But suppose if the set P will contain the elements 1, 2, 3 but the set Q will contain the element 2, 3, 4. Hence the elements of set P and set Q are not exactly the same. That's why the sets are unequal and we'll write P is not equal to Q. Now we are going to solve this example. We have to prove that the sets A and B are equal sets or they are unequal sets. Set A is represented by set builder form. Set A has the elements which are the solution of this equation. Hence the roots of this equation will be the elements of set A. And set B is represented by roster form or tabular form which have the elements 2 and 3. If the set A and B are equal, then the elements of set A must be 2 and 3. That means the roots of this equation must be 2 and 3. And hence, if the roots of this equation will be 2, then x equal to 2 must satisfy this equation. Now put x equal to 2 in this equation. If you put x equal to 2 in this equation, then you will get 4 plus 5 into 2 plus 6. That means 4 plus 10 plus 6. Hence, it will come out 20. That's why x equal to 2 will not be the root of this equation. In the similar way, you can prove that x equal to 3 will not be the root of this equation. That means the elements of A will not be 2 and 3. Hence, set A will not be equal to set B. That means set A and B are unequal sets. Now we are going to discuss the second method of this problem. To find the elements of the set A, we have to solve this quadratic equation. To solve this quadratic equation, we can do the factorization of this quadratic, and after factorization, you will get the factor of this quadratic will be x plus 2 into x plus 3. Hence, x plus 2 into x plus 3 will be equal to 0. That's why the roots of this equation will come out x equal to minus 2 and x equal to minus 3. That's why the set A will have the elements minus 2 and minus 3. Hence, set A will not be equal to set B because the set B has the elements 2 and 3. Hence, set A and set B are unequal sets.